Bye.
You want a stress ball? What do you want?
And we are live.
We're live.
We're live, guys. Starting. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Angels Baseball Family.
Hey everyone, welcome live. We're at the Angels Baseball Family Podcast. I'm your host, Jason Kroom, and right next to me is Philip Esposito.
Hey, how's it going?
And Jennifer Tobin.
What's up?
This podcast is always sponsored by Kroom Dogs Gourmet Sausages and
B&D Found Treasures.
So welcome, guys. We're going to start off the podcast by doing our new segment called the First Pitch. So, as we saw, it was at a couple nights ago, there was a fan reaching down with his young daughter trying to get the ball, and then he had his daughter, and they were both kind of upside down, a little dangerous for the daughter. And then the usher came by to get the ball, and then instead of handing the ball to the fan, he kind of tossed it to somebody else. I think he tossed it to, was it the bullpen? Was it?
I know. I saw some lady handed it back to the father and the daughter later, so I don't know who got it.
So I know something happened, and I heard that Hector Santiago gave him, I guess reading the post from numerous Angels fan pages and Twitter or whatnot, that that they got a Hector Santiago signed ball and not the Pujols home run ball that they were originally reaching for. So I guess my question is a couple of things. Who you think was in the wrong in that situation? The father, or the father tipping the daughter upside down, or you think the usher? I heard there was 2 fails on that one, according to ESPN's post. What was your guys' assessment of the situation? Do you want
I agree that there were 2 fails, but I've been that mom that held their son trying to catch a ball. But I don't think I've ever
redneck.
I know, just a little bit. I don't think I would actually lean over the fence though to try to get one, because that's just seems crazy. It's okay to put your kid down, go for the ball. On the usher's standpoint, I thought that was a pretty dick move. Personally, he should have just understood the situation and been like, hey, not punish them because of what they did. So
Phil?
No, I totally agree. It was pretty much a big dick move, and I don't really know because I don't have.
Is there any type of dick move that's not a big dick move?
No.
Like a jerk move, or? I mean, remember, this is a family broadcast, guys. So.
But I mean, like I said, I don't have kids, so I don't really know. But I'm assuming he probably got caught up in the moment and wanted to catch the home run ball to give it to his kids, so they would have a memory since they're pretty young and something they could remember. Forever.
Next time, just go sit by trout net. You're guaranteed almost to get one every single time.
That's right. I know the odds are astronomical to get a foul ball or a home run ball, either one, as a souvenir at a major league game. It's kind of rare, so once you get the opportunity, you have to go for it. And I know sometimes it gets pretty crazy at these ballparks. Sometimes you see the act of kindness. Sometimes you see some cutthroatness. I seen it even at a football game last year where I think it was a Vikings fan. The Vikings player went to go throw it up to the girl. I probably got the teams wrong, and I think it was
probably the Raiders.
A Bears fan or something, yeah.
Probably the Raiders.
Or Raiders, who knows. Stole the ball and looked at her and laughed. So, yeah, chivalry isn't dead, but I guess when it comes to sports, there is no chivalry when the foul ball is coming your way.
Yeah.
So
the thing that bothers me is when grown adults, grown men, when they knock over little kids to get a ball, there's no place for that. Let the kid have the ball. Yeah. They're there to have the experience and to enjoy it.
So, speaking of our Angels staff, I mean, I don't want to put anybody on blast. All I want to say is, every time I've been at a game, I've had nothing but love from all the ushers. I have some favorites there. Yeah. I know I call my up in the was it near the 400, 500 sections. I call her Lottie Dottie. She's cool. Mari's cool. I met her the other day. Was it Darlene? She's cool. There's a lot of really awesome.
I met Barbara in the 200 section, and then she's really sweet. She's really nice, but don't mess with her. Like
the dancing guy.
Yeah, I met a young lady named Erin. She works up on the 300 level, club level. She was my waitress for one night. She was awesome.
There's a guy who played. There's an awesome guy that played on my softball team that also runs. He's a runner for the club section. And that's my boy Harvey Sandoval. Mad shout out to Harvey Sandoval.
What?
Yes, Harvey's. If you ever see him, usually he's a runner in the club level section. He actually gave a happy birthday shout out to Roger Lodge. So, yes.
Yeah, happy birthday, Roger Lodge.
Happy birthday, Roger Lodge.
Happy birthday.
Halo Honk for life.
Halo Honk for life. I'll be there tomorrow.
T-shirt.
So, yep. So that's cool. That's one of our segments. Speaking of the Angels, though, right now we are at the start of the game. It's about 7:05 right now against the Chicago White Sox.
Yep.
We were starting for us. Our starting lineup, it looks pretty normal with one exception. Albert Pujols is missing, and what I was gonna say is what.
Whenever somebody gets hot, we rest them. But with what happened yesterday, so I can understand it that he took them out. But that's what Sosha does. It drives me nuts, but he does that all the time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can tell you exactly.
Tell me what Mike
Sosa is thinking.
Really hot. 2 home runs. What does the Magic 8 Ball say? And ladies and gentlemen, there's a day in the life of Mike Sosha's brain.
We have to joke around about it because you know what, he does win. Some of his decisions are really funky, and sometimes they work out really good. I mean, but he's going up against Pujols is going up against Jeff Samardzija tonight. He's 7 for 19. He kills this guy.
He does.
I don't understand. But then I just talked to Mike, our sound check guy. Mike, he brought in some information in, and he said that last night, I guess what I missed, and what we all missed because we all live under a rock apparently from last night's game. Is that
it's nice to have company underneath that rock.
Yes, Phil's been living underneath that rock for the first half of the season.
I do rock.
I guess Pujols got stepped on last night, so I guess that makes sense if he's out because he got stepped on. Otherwise, just a rest day. Just if it's a rest day, then that makes no sense. He kills this guy Samardzija. So, what's your assessment on Pujols being out of the lineup?
I'm completely and totally confused. I don't understand it, especially if he owns the
You're always confused, but that's a different story.
I will say this much, though. I'm actually really happy to see C.J. Cron getting more playing time. It's about time he's in the lineup.
Where's my cronies at? What?
He's been showing some power. He even had an opposite field home run last night, which was pretty ridiculous to see.
Apple Taco. Love that. We should have a Taco Tuesday podcast, but we'll talk about that later on. So, yeah. So, I mean, the lineup's cool.
I do have this question, though, for our minor league reporter.
Yes.
Yeah, you.
That's me. Hold on. Okay.
So, what do you think of Caleb Coward, since you've been following him in the minor leagues, making his major league debut last night? What do you think?
Speaking of which, I have notes on him because I figured you'd ask me that exact same freaking question. How amazing!
Great minds.
Think alike. I was so excited to hear that he got called up and they picked up his contract. Like, that's so awesome.
Yes.
Excuse me. I really think that, first game nerves. He went 0 for 3 last night. I get it.
His defense was great.
He did. He had good defense,
That boy has a cannon.
So that's okay, but he'll get there, and I'm excited. I'm so excited to see him up. He was struggling with the 66ers, but when he went to the Salt Lake Bees, his game really improved a lot. So I'm excited to see where he goes from here.
I hope he revives his career.
Yes.
I really hope he does.
Yeah. It's like a real good, real Cinderella story. It really is. If he could, kill it like he was with Salt Lake, it'd be awesome. It'd be great. It'd be a great story.
I predict that he gets his first hit tonight.
Ooh.
What do you think? That's it? That's it? First hit? Anybody up in the ante for an RBI or home run?
I'll up the ante. I think he's going to get his first big league home run.
Marlena, what do you think?
I think he will.
Home run?
Yay!
He gets a hit. Little man? Anything? They walk him. They walk him. Mike says walk. Oh, you say hit as long as you get the hit.
I say a double.
Charles says double.
No, I like it.
I say, I'm thinking.
If Coward gets a double, then Charles is going to buy everybody a double-double tonight.
Oh, yes, that sounds good.
Get out. Yes. Can we go to Baker's instead? Can we do Baker's instead? Because Baker's was way,
2 for 3.
Get out now. No,
2 for 3. 2 for 3 tonight.
I'm just saying at least a hit. Just his first major league hit would be great. That would be awesome. That would just.
Yeah.
I think that would get him going and get the juices.
And I hope if he does get his first major league hit that they pull that old prank on him and pretend to throw his first hit ball into the crowd.
Yeah, or everyone ignore him in the dugout.
Yeah, just to try to get some unity going and.
Yeah, because we do need some, and that could help pull us together.
Yeah.
That and then Freeze coming back. I mean,
yeah, hopefully he gets back soon.
Yeah,
he's a leader.
Yeah, he's doing good in his rehab start, so that's good. So
we just
should
need
see Freeze back soon.
I just think we just need someone solid at third base and not this carousel that just seems to keep on happening, whether it's Featherston or Jackson or the Connor Gillespie who we just optioned and let go. We need someone solid. We can't just keep rotating players at third base.
Featherston is he's really light with his bat. Light as a feather, but no, I guess the pun is kind of intended.
Have you guys noticed that though? Third base though, over the past few years has been that kind of position. It's never been a solid player. We've always had a rotating guys at that.
And we've never really had a traditional third baseman, even Figgins.
Well, no, I don't think we've had a solid third baseman since Gloss.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I think Troy Gloss was probably the last one. Maybe Jack Howell, if you want to go that far back.
Broken bat home run. Jack Howell, dang, going back.
Maybe there's something for Stoneman to think about in the offseason.
Like a
third baseman,
Josh Donaldson or a Brett Laurie.
Yeah, so you guys gonna forget
Donaldson. See that coming this way.
That would be cool, but I'm a big fan of Brett Laurie. I'd like to see him.
That would be cool
in an Angel uniform, as long as he could keep his temper under control.
Yeah, he's got a big temper. I've seen that guy just blow up and get ejected out.
I've seen him throw stuff at umpires.
Yeah. That's not gonna go.
Pretty.
Oh, Kershaw last night. Not to get off the Angels topic, but Kershaw last night. What was that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! If you guys didn't see that, watch the video. That's ridiculous.
Watch that video. Bobby Brown posted on Angels Baseball Family.
Yeah.
He needed to be changed.
And the fact that he did not get ejected or a warning or anything for that was ridiculous.
Something for, what do they call that? Abusing equipment?
Yeah.
And it's usually an automatic ejection.
Yeah, he ejected, surprisingly.
He should have been.
Speaking of Bobby Brown, that post that, he's at his first, he's not at his first Angel game, but he took his kids to his first Angel game.
Tomorrow night.
So if you guys see him tomorrow, we'll see you there, Bobby. Charles, Marlena, Charles's boys, and Amy. We'll all be hanging out with Senor Lodge.
Maybe when I went out in the Halo Hunk last year, Bobby Gritch sat with us. So maybe you guys can see Bobby Gritch tomorrow.
That's my boy right there.
I saw Higgins yesterday was sitting with Bobby Gritch yesterday.
Higgins, yeah.
Cool.
Hopefully Bobby's kids get to see a Mike Trout home run on their first game in Angel Stadium.
That would be
awesome.
Or a Pujols home run if they let him in the lineup.
I know Clyde Wright's grilling hot dogs up for us. So I got his autograph at the All-Star game in Anaheim a few years back, or last All-Star
For some of the younger people, you might want to explain who Clyde Wright is.
Clyde Wright did he throw the Angels' first no-hitter, or was that Dean Chance?
No, Bobulinski.
Bobulinski. Then he's the first lefty to throw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the first lefty to throw a no-hitter in Angels history. He's a funny guy. If you ever meet him, he'll have you in stitches. He's a hilarious man. He's easygoing. He usually hangs around the stadium. You can almost see him there every game, hanging out. And in that little barbecue area, the Legends Barbecue used to be called Clyde Wright Barbecue. So
I never knew that.
Speaking of meeting former Angels, who's going to be over at 66ers Stadium Friday night to meet Adam Kennedy?
Not me.
Adam Kennedy. So
Mr. 3 home runs in the playoffs in one game.
yeah.
Yeah, he did do that though.
Don't worry, Jennifer. I'll say hi to him for you.
Yeah, tell him Allison Tapia says what's up.
Anyways, back to the podcast. So we got to wrap up our Angels update. We also with Caleb coming up. We also had Shoemaker go down. What do you think about his decline from going 16-4 last year to what is he 5-9 this year or 5-10 with a pretty high up in the 4s ERA?
It's heartbreaking is what it is, because I remember last year being at the game where we at least clinched being in the playoffs. Shoemaker pitched that game, and he pitched a gem, and it was an amazing game to be at. And up until, I think, just before the All-Star break, Shoemaker was on fire, and yeah. I don't know what happened, and I know he became a dad, things like that, but...
Little distractions.
Yeah, I don't want to think it's because of that, but... There's so many other factors
up all
too.
night with the baby changing diapers.
Well,
I know he's given up a lot of home runs this year. Go ahead, I'll let you take it.
Well, I'm just hoping that I'm glad that it's earlier on in his career that he's having an off season and that he's just getting it out of the way now. And I'm hoping next season his numbers go back up, and hopefully this little bit of time that he's spending in the minors, he can fine tune some things. And because what they say, he let up 13 runs in 2 games before they sent him down, something like that. So hopefully he can just fine-tune some things, work on some things, get himself ready, and rebound and be ready to have a really great season next season and finish off this season real strong, help us get into the playoffs.
Yeah, I'd like to see him. Well, he's coming back when they expand the roster. So if he's at some point, maybe he's takes a reliever spot or whatnot.
Yeah.
Long reliever, or maybe he comes in and pitches one of the games in the series. Who knows? He'll get his shot again.
Yeah.
It's never too late. He just needs to work on some things, keep the ball down, keep his velocity tight, and he'll be set.
And when he comes up, I'm going to grow my beard out just to represent Shoemaker.
Your beard's already grown out there.
Yeah, but I'm going to go for the Shoemaker beard.
By the way, this podcast is also sponsored by, unofficially sponsored by Coors Light. And some Kroger water. Kroger water.
A.K.A. Coors Light.
A.K.A. Coors water. No, it's really water. Trust me. Also, representing tonight is the Pujols collection. He's in our lineup tonight, as you can see. So
we didn't tell everybody who's here in the room with us. Did you realize that?
Not quite yet.
Oh.
We'll start off by saying we got our parrot in the house. What's up, parrot? Would you like to say? What's up, parrot? Anytime you want to talk, parrot. The parrot's running low on batteries.
He's talking to himself. There is no parrot.
There we go.
If you're not watching this on Periscope, you have no idea.
Yeah.
Now you know what we're talking.
Pictures will be posted of the parrot.
Oh dear Lord.
Wow.
That's a far cry from the tiki room at Disneyland. I'm just saying.
Yes, I haven't got. I don't have a name for him yet, but right now his name is Dirtbag, not because of Jared Weaver.
Oh come on, you got a name after Jared Weaver.
They both have it. Never mind.
Hey, you can insult Jeff Weaver, but not Jared Weaver.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Jared's the better half.
Jeff pretty much insults himself.
Yeah. So right now we're doing so far so good in this home series. I'm glad we came back home.
Man,
and
me
got some
too.
home cooking.
That road series was brutal.
2-0. We're 2-0 in the home series. And currently, I don't know what the score is in the game, but maybe we could get someone.
Anybody in the house?
Anybody
score the game?
An update?
The shoddy umpiring did not help us on that road trip.
Yeah, you got burned on a couple of calls.
And it just seemed to me like Murphy's Law. We were already struggling bad enough, and then the umpiring was just horrible. That umpire didn't know balls from strikes.
That went on both sides, though.
It was equal. I mean, I don't blame the Kansas City Royals guy for getting ejected. I can't remember who it was, but I mean, it was just
Salvador
horrible.
Perez got it. Yeah.
I seriously think that Major League Baseball needs to look into their umpiring. They need to teach them armpits to kneecaps, like it's always been. They need
armpits to kneecaps.
They need to start doing
that.
Yeah, he's the only exception. But they need to start doing something. Like if their umpires are gonna miss that bad, like that the guy who was umpiring the last game behind home plate, 3 of his calls got overturned. Like, that should not be happening. They need to do something. They need to take some sort of disciplinary action against these umpires and get them to know the actual rules of baseball. Maybe make them read that little manual book that comes with them, like they have to read for Little League umpiring or something.
Right.
Like, send them even back to Little League. Let them learn the basics or something.
I think those guys get paid like $100,000 a year or something.
They're overpaid, if you ask me. If they can't even get a simple call right, or if they can't even be in the right position to make a call.
And half of them can't barely run 60 feet.
Yeah, I mean,
they got Dunlops, man. They can't see it below their belly.
I did happen to notice a couple weeks ago that MLB didn't post it, but some of the beat writers did, that they're actually trying out new umpires.
Good.
For Major League. They didn't really they didn't want to broadcast it, but I think hopefully they get some good.
They should have did that at spring training, not in the middle of a pennant race.
I mean, right now it seems like the umpires we have are the same ones that were like the replacement referees for the NFL. It's just horrible.
Worst umpire. Who's your worst umpire ever?
I don't want to hate on Jim Joyce because he did apologize and he felt like crap and he was crying.
That was a bad call.
That was horrible.
The first one that comes to my mind is Dinkinger.
Dinkinger?
During the World Series with the Reds.
Oh, that was pretty bad.
It was blatantly obvious the guy was saved for first base.
Mine, I'd say, is Doug Eddings. The A.J. Przinsky play in 2005.
Screw Przinsky.
Yeah, him too. I'm not a fan. The whole was it Josh Paul where he made it out and the umpire Doug Eddings signaled out, and then Przinsky, everybody else, the Angels left off the field, and Przinsky decided I'll just run the first, and then the umpire was like, huh? But it seems like every time the Angels play them, that Doug Eddings makes a bad call. It seems that he makes like horrible calls. It's like
he's consistent.
He's like the Ed Hockley of Major League Baseball.
Yeah, Ed Hockley is horrible. But yeah.
Wrong sport.
Yeah, mine's Joyce, regardless of the apology. Because I put in good effort and watched that whole game.
I felt bad for him because he was crying in the post game. Like, I felt so bad that he was crying. I mean, he knew how bad he screwed up and ruined that kid's perfect game.
Whatever happened to Galarraga after that?
You know what, though? MLB could have easily saw that, and they knew it was a mistake.
Bud Selig
easily overturned that.
I'm just going to blame Bud Selig. Bud Selig could have been a man and overturned it. But nope.
But I don't think it was out that play though that we wouldn't have replays right now.
That's true.
You know, so.
True. But at some point in the record book, I'm just saying they should turn that crooked number into a round number and make it 0.
I agree. I agree.
Then on that same note though, it should be, but where do they draw the line on fixing things like that?
They do it every so often. Once in a while, they'll do something. Major League Baseball is not good at righting wrongs. It doesn't seem like.
Yeah,
it's like every decision that it seems like they make, it just it comes money based. I mean, I get everybody's following, every commissioner's following Bart Giamatti's, and I'm going on a tangent about Pete Rose. Pete Rose never cheated while he was hitting. He didn't take any performance enhancing drugs.
Right.
He should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he should.
Yes, I get the whole gambling thing. I get that's why he's not in there. But for his pure hits alone, yeah. You got players that have been investigated and have evidence against them that they did steroids. They shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
But how bad does it make your Hall of Fame look when the home run king and your best hitter...
the hits king.
The hits king not in the Hall of Fame. How bad does that look?
I guarantee the guy with the most touchdowns in the NFL, who's it now? Peyton?
Yeah.
Peyton?
Greatest quarterback ever.
Well, that's beside the point. It's not really him, but you know,
you
gotta win more rings. But we'll have a football podcast later on.
Yeah. Because my Broncos don't fight. They don't start fights and practices and stuff.
But you know what though? Without this whole Pete Rose scandal, it wouldn't be a trip to Vegas without Pete Rose fighting with Susan Harris.
But you know what though? With the new. I can't think of his title right now, but the guy who took over for Bud Selig is the new commissioner of baseball. Yeah. He said he's going to look into Pete Rose and everything, so I think it's going to start changing.
When?
Hopefully soon. But he did say that when he was taking over, he was going to consider letting Pete Rose into the Hall of Fame, and they did let him back at the All-Star game, which was a huge step.
But then he kind of burned his bridges again.
He did.
Well, he cheated while he played.
Pete Rose isn't the smartest person, but I'm just saying, hopefully things will start changing around with the new commissioner, because Bud Selig, let's face it.
I have to say, I'm so happy.
Pardon my
gone.
French, but Bud Selig is kind of an asshole.
Bud Selig looks like Jar Jar Binks.
Who calls for a tie in the freaking All-Star game?
Bud Selig.
So glad that guy.
Bud Light. We call him Bud Light. So, right now we got an update.
Slam on my beer like that.
Again, this podcast is brought to you by Cruise Light.
I just got an update. It is 0-0 in the first inning.
Yep. So
I just now saw that.
It's a tie.
Yeah, thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Amy. All right, so right now we're gonna go for a quick. We don't have many Angels baseball family updates other than just we have a guys' night out September 11th, Friday, September 11th. That's obviously an important day in our history.
Don't worry, Amy. We'll keep Jason out of trouble.
Yes. And Phil. Phil's gonna be the designated driver.
What? I don't want to be the DD. I wanted to drink.
I thought the girls are being DDs for you guys, while you guys are being the DDs for us on girls' night the next night.
Yes, we'll just mess around with each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Come on.
I'm not sure.
Get out of that rock. Never mind. I'm gonna leave that one. I won't say who you're with.
Wait, what?
That's supposed.
Wait, what?
That's supposed to stay under wraps. Nobody's supposed to know.
Under rocks.
All right.
Under rocks.
This podcast is going downhill really fast. All joking aside. So basically, what we have going on in Angels baseball family is we have as you can see our Angels baseball family shirts. Phil got his the other day.
Yay!
Thank you, Tara, for hooking it up and getting me an ABF shirt.
Thank you.
Tara in the house.
What?
So yes. So we're all uniform now. Al has his on.
Mama's got hers on.
Charles doesn't have one on.
And Michael.
Mine's in the laundry.
You guys are the black sheep.
Likely excuse.
I ran out of laundry soap.
That's right.
And I did. Time before that.
Oh, so 2-week laundry.
Oh, wow.
But
Never mind.
So
anyway.
So that's basically it for our Angels baseball family update. Just look out for the guys' night out. We're just grabbing cheap tickets and meeting at the Coors Light patio around about 6:30.
That's my favorite spot at Angel Stadium.
Find your cheap tickets. This part of the guys ABF guys night out podcast is brought to you by Nibbling Tater here
and Coors Light.
And Coors Light.
Tater,
So
dang.
So anyhow, so that's the guys night out. I'll be running that portion of it. Meet up, get your cheap tickets. I'll do a post probably after this week, and then exactly where to meet up. 6:30, Coors Light patio. So, and then from there we will do whatever. It's Friday night. It's Angels Freedom Night. I won't do whatever, but the rest of the guys could do whatever. In case Amy's listening.
I will do whatever on your behalf, Jason.
You what?
I will do whatever on your behalf. I got your back.
All right.
She's always watching. Hi, Amy. I know you're probably watching. She's always watches live.
Private watching.
That is.
Watching your every move. Hey.
Side note. Oh my dude. Here we go.
Back to the 80s. Is Devon White starting tonight? Did we go that far back?
No, Devon White's not starting, or Gary Pettis. So Rob Wilfong's not playing first.
Is Johnny Ray playing second?
Johnny Ray, we could probably use him on defense, or was his defense bad too?
I can't remember.
All right, so we're almost halfway through this podcast.
We're actually
You guys like-
halfway through the podcast.
First off, I'm getting there, Willie.
Yes, sorry.
First, hold on, about guys' night. That is September 11th.
Yes.
So I think a lot of us would love to see a good veterans, military guys turn out that night for a great picture. Like, that would be awesome. If we could do that. That would be cool.
Please.
So if you military guys out there, definitely come on out.
Do you know any veterans?
I don't know. I think I'm surrounded by them.
I think there's about 4 in this room.
That's what I'm saying. I'm surrounded by
U.S.
them.
Navy right here.
Charles doesn't count because he was a Marine.
Oh, we discussed that last week.
U.S. Marine.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Right there, Mike and Charles, and then
Bill Department of the Navy.
Yes, the men's department. Yeah, we work seamen.
My ass is riding in Navy equipment.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yes.
And then the next night, the 12th, is Ladies' Night.
I'll
Yay!
Ladies' night.
Yeah, no.
So what's going on that?
I'm
We've already, all the tickets are already, they're done. Joanna's not taking any more money for tickets, but I think there's like,
Okay, I'm still gonna.
I think 18 to 20 girls coming, so it should be a lot of fun, you know.
Someone's got to report on Ladies' Night for the podcast, and I'm gonna take the bullet.
I love how ladies' night is all organized and us is like, just buy some cheap ass.
Just buy some
Yeah.
tickets to meet up. Yeah.
That's how guys do it, though.
That's how guys
Buy some
do it.
cheap ass tickets and meet at the bar.
We're not planning anything. Just meet there. Just meet there. So.
But it'll be a lot of fun. I hope to see. Even if the ladies didn't get tickets on Ladies' Night, come out. We're going to be tailgating before, you know, hanging out underneath the Big A for a little bit. It'll be fun. Just come on out and hang with the girls for a night, you know. Oh, that's right. Taking special pictures. I forgot about that.
What kind of special?
We are not really taking these special pictures.
The only special picture, I just want the vet picture. That's the only one
That's
I
it.
want.
Just a vet picture, and then the other picture that's gonna be special is Phil by himself.
Hey, that's a normal picture.
That's right.
Girls are going, he's got a shot.
What, to guys' night? What?
Wait, what? So, okay, moving along. We are at the segment the minor league report. So we'll go ahead and turn it over.
Go for it.
Oh, it's been a crazy week or so for our minor league teams. The 60 Sixers have lost 5 in a row.
The 60 what Sixers?
You heard me. You got it. Hey, I've had my stone beer is in me. I'm good.
I've had 3 tall cans, and I can still talk straight.
You know why? Because there's not as much alcohol content in that one compared to what I'm drinking.
My side is sponsored by water.
Kroger water.
It's brought to you by the letter B for beer.
Yeah, no, all of our teams except for the Orem Owls are about the only team that are still alive.
Where are the Orem Owls, by the way?
I think they're in Utah.
Utah.
Aren't they?
I thought that was the Salt Lake
Utah.
Bees.
They're also in Utah.
There's 2
Really?
teams in
Oh,
Utah.
wow, I did not know that.
Arkansas, obviously, that's the.
See?
In the Burlington, Alabama.
They sell coats, right?
Is that Burlington, Alabama? Or
Apparently, I'm still under the rock.
Alabama or North Carolina?
I don't know.
Apparently.
Somewhere over there. Burlington.
Anyway.
Yeah, so it was really hard for me to come up with anything to really talk about this week. But I know a lot of people are asking on the ABF about Ryan Jackson. Who is this guy? How did we get him? Where did he come from?
He came from the St. Louis Cardinals organization.
Yes, he was drafted in 2009.
I did some research.
But that's not where we got him from. Hey-o, we got him from the Royals.
Really?
Yes, when we traded Butera away
horrible.
in May, when we sent
Drew
Butera for Ryan Jackson.
Drew.
Oh, that's such a tragedy.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Who got the better end of that one?
I don't know. Anybody have the stats on Butera? I'd like to see where he's at.
He's in the.
Got a couple RBIs against us, so I can't really say much on that.
And then I did have one minor leaguer to kind of keep an eye on. He is playing with the Owls.
Newcomb.
It's not Newcomb. Jeez, for once. Not this week.
All right, guys, bring it in.
I just was kind of looking around, looking at all the minor league players, and I found Michael Pearson. He's with our Owls, and he's played in 51 games and had 193 at bats, and he's batting .399 right now. Woo!
That's not quite 400 though.
It's not quite 400, but it's better than most of the guys on the Angels right now.
It really is, yeah.
So I was like, that was somebody to keep an eye out. I'm definitely going to be watching him and see where he's going for sure.
Now, I'm going to ask a question to get your obvious answer. When the Angels expand their rosters, should I even finish the sentence? Who do you think's coming up?
She's going to say Newcomb.
I would love to see Newcomb, but in my gut, I don't think it's happening. I would love to see it, but with the comments that Social said a couple days ago about it, I don't see it happening at all.
I bet we'll see Newcomb.
Vermont?
Oh,
I did not know that.
I bet the next time.
Baseball in Vermont. That's cool.
I'm betting the next time we see Newcomb in an Angels jersey, it'll probably be spring training. I bet he'll get a spring training invite.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Easily.
I mean, the fact that Social's even talking about him right now before it says something. It'll definitely happen for sure.
Yeah, but do we really believe Mike Socha right about now?
Touche.
Hey.
Not to be negative, but...
Well, Socha does, but so Ryan Jackson, and then this guy Pearson
for sure. I'd like to see Bolaquin at spring training for sure. Yeah, if you haven't seen him, definitely make it out to 66ers. Watch that guy play.
He's starting to hit the ball better, and he has range.
He just came off the DL a week or so ago. But he's brought his average up a lot since then. So that's really good.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's been the minor leagues, it's been kind of sad to watch and see us not be making the playoffs in a lot of our things. But I do have to say, though, just a quick plug, make sure you guys all come out to the Quakes and 66ers game at the Quake Stadium on September 4th.
Yep. Yes.
For the Trout Kershaw dual bobblehead night. I'm excited.
Favorite podcast, yours truly will be there.
Oh, I thought that was me.
Nope, I'm your favorite podcast.
Wait, well, all three of us can be there.
Yeah, but I'm the most popular.
Oh. You sure?
I hope
what happened to your computer?
You're not supposed to...
It makes it fun!
Where are we going from here?
So, we're going to go to... until I get my computer up, we're going to go to Phil's Hot Corner and get his Q&A going.
Stay tuned after Phil's Hot Corner, because I have some big news about the ABF podcast.
Yeah.
That I have been teasing.
Well, since we're trying to having technical difficulties over here, I did post a Twitter question. Sorry, and then you can go to your corner. I'm just gonna bust your balls all night.
You're supposed to say that for after the podcast.
Oh my god. But the biggest.
I don't think Tater liked that.
While the computer's reloading, what's your biggest frustration so far with the slump that the Angels were in?
It's the lack of offense, honestly. And it just seems like with their struggling, everything else just seems to fall in order with them. It seemed like last night they were finally starting to work things out. I just wish, honestly, that we could just play all 163 games with the Angels at home. It seems like when we go on the road, we just seem to struggle. So if the MLB can arrange it to where we can play all of our games at home, that would benefit us greatly.
Yes, their name on Twitter is Loyalty Runs Deep, and they're big Angels fans, and they said lack of consistent offense.
Yeah.
And I asked him thoughts on Don Baylor as a hitting coach. Does that have anything to do with it? Do you think? Tater, I swear.
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Do you think he's on the hot seat?
I don't think he's on the hot seat. I mean, it's his first season as a hitting coach. And I don't think you can really judge him by his first season as a hitting coach. I think you have to at least let him have maybe 2 or 3 seasons as a hitting coach before you can start judging him.
Oh, shout out to Chris with Nancy. He gave me another update. Still 0-0. Looks like we're going towards the second. So, shout out to the legend Rally Monkey. Go check out his page. I think it's Chris Legend Rally Monkey. So, yes. So, Phil, you gonna do your hot corner? What's going on?
I was trying to figure out what was going on. She asked her Twitter question.
I know. I figured.
You guys are on each other here. All right. That's where you're gonna get. It's a typical chaos when it comes to the Angels Baseball Family Podcast. So
organized chaos.
Organized chaos.
What makes it so awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So what was your question, Phil?
My question was, who is your favorite non-Angels player of all time? And I found it pretty interesting that Jason and Jennifer actually both had the same answer.
What? Duh. He's amazing. He's awesome.
Griffey Jr. is really good.
Yeah. You can't hate on King Griffey Jr. Probably
There's a reason that people that don't play baseball or watch baseball know who he is.
He had the best swing in all of baseball.
He was pretty.
Smooth swing.
Smooth.
Swang. She says swang. She had a little southern twang.
I'm going to leave this up to you, Jason. Should I say Amy's answer on the air?
Say it.
Oh, I
Go for it. She's an ABF member. She posted it.
Yes.
Feel free.
Go for
All
it.
right, she says she grew up a Dodgers fan, so I'm warning everybody.
It's all right. She saw the light.
Her
You saw the
favorite
light.
is Oral Hershiser, the Bulldog.
He was a great pitcher.
He was. I mean, I have to give him credit. 56 consecutive innings without letting up a run. That's
pretty good.
damn good.
You know?
Now, Lisa Telvars, I'm not even going to bother with.
Oh, what'd she say? I didn't see that. Come on. Say it.
No, she said Derek Jeter.
Ugh,
That's the only time
you.
you'll ever hear a Yankee mentioned on this podcast.
I'm sorry.
I can't hate on Jeter, though.
I'm
He did
sorry.
have
I mean,
a
I know
legendary
everybody
career.
loves Jeter, and he's like such a great ball player and good guy. I can't stand the guy.
I do like Steven Michaels' first one, because I'm not going to acknowledge his second one.
What is it?
His first one was the Big Hurt.
Frank Thomas.
Wow.
Hall of Famer.
He's not coming through that building anytime soon for the White Sox, though.
And then my dad, who was on the podcast last week, Edward Esposito, he said his favorite non-angel of all time was Ted Williams.
Yeah?
The greatest hitter of all time.
Nice. What about everybody? What about everybody here?
Everybody?
Pete Rose.
Pete Rose.
Pete Rose. Ooh, Mike keeps at Pete Rose.
Mr.
Al?
Pete Rose.
What?
Rose.
How many career hits does
Daniel?
Pete Rose have?
You know, Marlena? She's like, Mike Trout.
She passed for him.
Mike Trout.
Mike Trout.
Before he was an angel.
Did anybody say
What?
Mickey
Mike Trout at
Mantle?
Millville.
No one said Mickey Mantle?
And I never answered the question. Just
So,
like-
Phil, who's yours? Suspense.
No. My favorite non-angel of all time is Roberto Clemente.
Nice pick.
Roberto Clemente. The guy
Clemente.
had a cannon for an arm.
That's my Uncle B-Man's favorite non-angel player, too.
One of the greatest humanitarians ever.
Yeah.
Died delivering aid to his home country.
All right, so
What did the youngster say?
what was your favorite non-angel player?
His mom's the word. Mike Trout. His mom's like, Mike Trout, Mike Trout, Mike Trout, Mike Trout.
Mike Trout too.
Mike Trout at the when he was in minor league.
Now, if I can, now that the hot corner is over with, I do have some big news regarding the ABF podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have big news.
Now, I am working on, in the upcoming weeks, the ABF podcast should be available for download on iTunes. Once I get that all figured out in the upcoming weeks, it will be available on iTunes.
Wow.
What about us people that have Google and Android? What do we get to do?
You're just SOL, I guess.
YouTube?
Hey,
YouTube.
YouTube.
way to ruin the good news there, Jim. Bubble Burster. He's under a rock. He's under a rock. She's bursting bubbles. Man, you gotta let at least give it 3 seconds.
We'll still do the live broadcast, and you'll be able to listen to it live, and you'll be able to get it right from the.
I'm gonna figure out how to
we're
do it and bring it on my
broadcast it
phone.
from. Then it should still be recording
cool.
from, but it will be available on iTunes in the upcoming weeks.
Nice. All right, so now that we now you have anything else for Phil's corner now, or is it now it's now
What happened to my question from last week? You never posted it. You said you would.
I'm saving that one for.
we'll save
That's a
that
good
for
one.
another
That's a
time.
good
I
one.
wanted to actually get to the 2 questions that Jason posted.
Ooh.
Well, before we do, unless we already skipped it, we have a new segment called TWSS.
Yeah, I kind of went right
Well,
over
Yeah,
that.
she went right over it. She's nervous.
It's all
I'm
right.
not.
It's her first time. No, it's her third time.
It feels like the first time.
All right, so but yeah. So right after the usually we'll have it during the
I got
minor league.
excited. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I have that effect on you.
All right, family show.
Sorry.
Family show. Keep it classy.
That's why they call it the hot corner.
All right, we got runners on the corners. So here's what we got going on. Anyways, it got a little awkward in here. Yeah.
Not really if you know me and Jennifer. It's not awkward at all.
So, other segment that we'll have featured along with Phil's Hot Corner will be,
This week
that's
in
what she said. That's what she
Women's
said.
topics.
Women's topics. You know. So we'll have that, and then she'll post. She'll be while Phil posts his Facebook questions. She'll post.
I kind of have to
Twitter
post. I
questions.
post both. So I mean, I know there are some Twitter people in the ABF But I try to post both so I can get answers on both sides and see what happens. But I'm mostly active on Twitter when it comes to those type of stuff. So if you have a Twitter, ABF for life or JenMama07, either one of those.
Or Snapchat it to her. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, I don't post my Snapchat.
No, I'm just kidding.
That's disrespecting people.
So, and then now my segment, we're finally getting to, after about what? It's almost time. No, I'm just kidding.
Is you got time?
Yeah, you got time.
Is Croon Dog on deck? And my question is, I had a question. What do you guys think about instant replay? How's it fared for our Angels? We'll go around the room.
We'll go around the horn.
We're gonna go around the horn and get good or bad. Well, I think this year it seems like, you know, I'm granted I'm coming from probably a biased perspective. I've seen a lot of plays this year where Trout his hand was on the base, and they tagged him like up towards his elbow. On one play is at second base. I think it was against the Padres, and they called him out. We haven't had too many calls overturned, but then again, I saw one call that was overturned for us that shouldn't have been overturned. Our runner was out, and it just, I don't know, this instant replay thing just seems like they don't want to show up their umpires.
Yeah.
So they just kind of keep the call. It's rare that they overturn it. So we'll go around the horn. We'll go ahead, and then we'll go from the couch, and then we'll go this way.
It's weird that you say not too many have been overturned, but 3 of them got overturned against us in that Kansas City Royals series.
Yeah, you know what? They're not supposed to get a second chance, and the umpires, the managers go out there, and they're not supposed to get another chance after they lost their challenge.
Yeah, but they found that loophole with that whole crew chief thing or whatever.
You got to kiss the right umpire's ass, I guess.
In overall, I think I love replay because it's so irritating when they get the calls wrong. That drives me nuts.
Yeah. How awesome did that Mike Trout diving into third base look on the replay where he somehow, I don't even know how he managed to avoid that tag.
Yeah, that was awesome. Or when he threw out the runner in extra innings and they called it safe and that got overturned. See, those work for us.
And you know what that I have to say though, that Soch, one thing I do like about it, he will back up the players when it comes to that stuff though. He will go out there and fight it, tooth and nail to try to get that, to get a replay on it for sure. Yeah. For sure. But I think overall I'm happy with it. I think there are a few tweaks that they could probably make it a little bit better, like how many you get and things like that would be cool, but overall I like it.
Nice. What do you guys think?
I think for the most part it's been okay, but I feel that they're always going against us.
Right.
They don't get overturned. Our calls don't get overturned. That's whatever.
It's tough because
it feels like I'm sounding biased or whatever, but it's not. It is what it is.
For sure.
Yes, and if anybody's out there, definitely post on my question. What you guys think about the instant replay? And then Mike, what do you think?
I think it should be taken out of football, baseball, get rid of it altogether. We never had it before. Why now?
I want to make sure it's right.
I think it's ruining sports.
It's taking time out, huh?
Yes, it is.
And and then also it's saying that.
Do we replay the golf shot? No.
Oh man,
that's kind of obvious.
Yeah, but I think it's good because there's a lot of human error when you have umpires out there that are just human, normal people, and they're gonna make mistakes. So it's nice to overturn someone just the complete obvious. That's true.
Touche.
You got it. Yes.
I think you got to take it out
altogether, huh?
Okay.
Take it out of every sport. We got 10 minutes left. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap up my question.
What about the other question you had?
Hold on.
I found that one to be interesting.
Wait, what do you think, Al, about instant replay? Marlena, what do you guys think about instant replay?
It don't even matter as long as I play ball. That's all I gotta say. I just want to see some ball play.
He just wants to see some baseball.
I agree with Charles.
Yeah. It seems like we've been hosed a few times, huh? So, yeah. So, all right. My second question, and then we're gonna finish with the photo of the week after this.
Yeah.
So our second question is, if you were the acting GM right now, what would you do to get this offensive rolling this season? And I said in the second part of the question, and 2016, and then basically follow up with the acquisitions you make. So
I would leave Sean Newcomb in AAA.
Well, let me go cry in the corner really quick.
So Jesse Hewitt came up and said, remember this was prior to this was earlier in the week. He said Chase Utley would have been a great pickup.
Yeah, he would have.
Yeah,
but looks like that's not going to happen.
Yeah, screw the Dodgers.
April Kelly kind of said, pay by performance would be good, but
yeah,
I think that would be awesome if there wasn't a players union to debunk that.
Yeah.
But if you tank a play, money's docked. But I could see that that happening in the clubhouse. Like if someone, like if say one of the younger players dogs out of play, Calhoun could go up to him, and talk to him. Hey, this is it. We're docking your pay. So that could be something to do.
Like if they don't run out of play at first base like they're supposed to, and they just slowly jog down the line, kind of like what Bryce Harper did last year, and then his coach benched him for it.
Yeah, and maybe doc pay from in-house.
Yeah,
I know football teams do that. Football teams also do bannies too, but that's a different story.
Except for the Rams.
Jimmy Wynn said he straight up said fire Socha. The team needs to change. We haven't done anything since 2002. It's been a great Socha, but we need to go in a different direction. I guess he's talking about maybe that that the players aren't responding to the manager.
Yeah.
Of course, I always like more constructive criticism than that. Just to say fire someone. Back it up. Why?
That seems to be every season though. They always say fire Socha. When we get cold, bats go cold. Fire Socha. They all say
fire
that.
Butcher or fire.
The only thing I can see with that is the lineup. Leave the lineup alone. Quit messing with the damn lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when your GM goes out and picks up like three or four new players, he feels an obligation that he has to play these players.
Right. So Edward Esposito came in and he goes, as far as the replay goes, he's not sure, but he knows the Angels got a pretty good deal of the calls. So he kind of keeps it at a unbiased, which is cool. What I would do as a GM, get rid of Socha. A lot of get rid of Socha comes up to mind. That's just typical of any team when the team's in a slump. Then go after a number 2 starter and another big bat and possibly a catcher. Catcher's been a little bit of history. We'll pick that one up maybe on another segment.
Yeah.
I know we're getting close to wrapping up here. We got about 5 minutes left in the segment. What I want to do is I want to get into the Angels baseball family photo of the week winner, and that would be Catherine Rhodes.
Yay! Woo!
So Catherine Rhodes will be posted. Congratulations, Catherine.
I love it. A mommy and son picture. I love it.
Of course you would.
So that's cool. So, anyways, so Catherine Rhodes, congratulations. Now, with that being said, we are going to wrap up this organized chaos with a few shout-outs. Shout-outs to everybody that came here. Yep. I'm going to say shout-outs to Jen, doing her minor league report, and her new segment.
I don't think we have to give her shout-outs anymore. She's just part of the podcast.
Shout-out to Phil Esposito.
Yeah, I better get
shout-out to Big Mike Heap.
Shout-out to Jason.
We're not
keeping this going.
Shout-out to Big Charles. What's up? Thank you for joining us. Mike and Charles are our big growers of the house.
They keep us well fed.
They keep us well fed, So.
And then a big shout out to Al.
Big shout out to Al, who's doing the Periscope tonight. Al, Periscope,
Al.
Well done.
Al, can we get a Calhoun from you, Al?
Calhoun!
I love it.
That's if you ever see that, that's Al Ortiz. That's gonna be his soundbite every time. Going around the room, we have Marlena. She helps out, and her boy. They're out here hanging out. They're watching Tater Tot, and They help come out support. Marlena does a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, helping out with the raffles, helping assist whenever anything's needed. She is kind of the she brought cookies.
Cookie lady.
She's the glue. She's the glue. She helps out a lot and keeps everything together during the tailgates, during just any ladies' nights, the guys' nights out. She's got a good head on her shoulders. She keeps everything going. The glue.
And now we can say, big shout out to this man right here, Jason. What? Without him,
I give my shout
we wouldn't have a chance to
out.
do the podcast.
Thank you.
I'm just kidding.
Yes, my house is just a vessel for podcasting.
Without me, you wouldn't have the equipment. Just saying.
Touche.
Just saying.
Yes, and you need our equipment manager is Phil Esposito. So,
Yep.
do we have any more shout outs before we close out, Phil?
I think that's it.
Anybody
Quick shout out. We have over 300 members.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 300 members.
301 to be exact.
301. Let's keep it strong.
And
God love you and thank you so much for all the support. It's awesome.
I'm just going to give Tara one more quick shout out. Thanks for the shirt. Thanks for hooking it up.
Yes, Terry Rodriguez.
Thank you. And hopefully during the off season, we could get an ABF softball team going.
More importantly, we need ABF fantasy football.
ABF fantasy football. We're looking for
No Rams fans allowed.
Hey, I'm already in.
She's already.
Damn it.
We need an ABF softball team. We're looking at maybe doing a wiffle ball league too. So, Shimmy Messenger, give me, and then we'll discuss more. I'm looking for someone to help me organize it. So, softball team. What else did I say? Fantasy football.
Wiffle ball.
And wiffle ball during the off season. So hopefully the off season doesn't happen until like around November time after the Angels win the World Series.
Love that.
And we hope to see you guys at the parade. We'll see you next week about the same time. Thank you everybody. You guys want to do a send off?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone and blessings and have a good night.
ABF for life.
ABF for life.
Night.